All of us like to play indoor as well as outdoor games. Indoor games give us entertainment, whereas outdoor games give exercise to our body. Some of us like to play cricket and become famous like Sachin Tendulkar. Some of us like to play kabaddi and get fame in the world like Rahul Chaudhary, Ajay Thakur, etc. But do you know there are some qualities that you have to develop to achieve this dream? For example, we need to have ambition, we need to have courage, we need to work in a team, and we have to focus on our work. So let us learn a new lesson, Olympics. Olympics are leading international sport events featuring summer and winter sports competitions in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate in a variety of competition. Olympic Games are held every 4 years in the plains of Olympia in Elis in honor of Zeus. Zeus is the sky and thunder god in ancient Greek religion. Olympia was an ancient Greek sanctuary site dedicated to the worship of Zeus, in whose honor the Olympic Games were held every 4 years from 776 BCE to 393 CE. BCE and CE are the terms used to mark time. We can count time backwards before Common Era, that is BCE, and forwards in the Common Era, that is CE. By reading this lesson, students will be able to know about ancient Olympic Games, the importance of the Olympic Games, the internationalization of the Olympic Games, modern Olympic Games, the Olympic flag, and the Olympic flame. Let us learn more about Olympics by reading the lesson.
Let us begin with a warm-up activity. You are good at sports and wish to become a successful sports person. Talk about 4 qualities you should develop to achieve your dream. As we have seen in the beginning, there are some qualities such as ambition, courage, willpower, optimism, self-discipline, teamwork, focus, etc. should be developed to become a successful sports person. You all need to write these qualities in your notebook. Now let us begin with the reading of the lesson. Ancient Olympic Games. The Olympic Games began at Olympia in Greece in 776 BCE. The Greek calendar was based on the Olympiad, the 4-year period between the games. The games were staged in the wooded valley of Olympia in Elis, where the Greeks erected statues and built temples in a grove dedicated to Zeus, supreme among the gods. The greatest statue of Zeus was made of ivory and gold. The victors of these early games were crowned with wreaths from a sacred olive tree that grew behind the temple of Zeus. According to tradition, this tree was planted by Hercules, founder of the games. The winners marched around the grove to the accompaniment of a flute while admirers chanted songs written by a prominent poet. The importance of the Olympic Games and ancient Greek athletics. The ancient Greeks were highly competitive and believed strongly in the concept of agon or competition or contest. The ultimate Greek goal was to be the best. All aspects of life, especially athletics, were centered around this concept. It was therefore considered one of the greatest honors to win a victory at Olympia. The fact that the only prize given at Olympia was an olive wreath illustrates this point. The athletes competed for honor, not for material goods. Athletics were of prime importance to the Greeks. The education of boys concentrated on athletics and music as well as academics. The internationalization of the Olympic Games. From the beginning, the Games at Olympia served as a bond between the Greeks and strengthened the Greek sense of national unity. But gradually, the people living in nearby states and countries too wanted to participate. From then on, the participation of many competitors from outside Greece in the Olympics gave the Games an international nature. Modern Olympic Games. Today, the best amateur athletes in the world match skill and endurance in a series of contests called the Olympic Games. Almost every nation sends teams of selected athletes to take part. The purpose of the Olympic Games is to foster the ideal of a sound mind in a sound body and to promote friendship among nations. The Olympic flag. The Olympic movement uses symbols to represent the ideals embodied in the Olympic Charter. The Olympic symbol, better known as the Olympic rings, consists of 5 intertwined rings and represents the unity of the 5 inhabited continents, namely Africa, America, Asia, Australia, and Europe. The colored version of the rings, blue, yellow, black, green, and red over a white field, forms the Olympic flag. These colors were chosen because every nation had at least one of them on its national flag. The Olympic motto, Situus, Altius, and Fortius, is a Latin expression meaning faster, higher, stronger. The Olympic flame. Months before the Games, the Olympic flame is lit in Olympia in a ceremony that reflects ancient Greek rituals. A woman performer acting as a priestess ignites a torch by placing it on a mirror which focuses on the sun's rays. She then lights the torch of the first relay bearer, thus initiating the Olympic torch relay that will carry the flame to the Olympic Stadium of the host city, where it plays an important role in the opening ceremony. Olympic mascot is an animal or human figure representing the cultural heritage of the host country.
Now let us understand the lesson in detail. The lesson Olympics focuses on the Olympic Games which began at Olympia in Greece in 776 BCE. Olympic Games are held every 4 years. Zeus was the god of the sky. in ancient Greek mythology. It was considered as supreme among the gods, father of all gods and humans. The greatest statue of Zeus was made of ivory and gold, and these Olympic Games were staged in the wooden valley of Olympia in Elis, where the Greeks erected statues and built temples in a grove dedicated to Zeus. The winners of these games were crowned with wreaths, means circles or flowers and leaves that are worn on the head from a sacred, or we can say holy, olive tree, and grew behind the temple of Zeus. According to the tradition, this tree was planted by Hercules, the founder of Olympic Games, and the winners marched around the grove to the accompaniment of a flute, and the admirers sang songs written by the important poet. This is how the ancient Olympic Games were held. Second point of this lesson focuses on the importance of the Olympic Games and ancient Greek athletics. The ancient Greeks were highly competitive and believed strongly in the concept of agon or contest. The ultimate goal of the Greek was to be the best. Athletics were centered around this concept. Therefore, it was considered one of the greatest honors to win a victory at Olympia, and it's a fact that only prize given at Olympia was an olive wreath, and the athletes took part in the competition only for the honor, not for getting prizes or material goods. Athletics were of chief or primary importance to the Greeks, and the education of boys concentrated on athletics and music as well as academics. Next point of this lesson tells us about the internationalization of the Olympic Games. From the beginning, the Olympia served as a bond between the Greeks and strengthened the Greek sense of national unity. People living in nearby states and countries too participated in these games, and then onwards the participation of many competitors from outside Greece in the Olympics gave the games as international nature. The next point depicts the modern Olympic Games. The goal of the Olympic movement of today is to contribute to building a peaceful and better world by educating youth, that is, young generation, through sports practiced without discrimination of any kind, which requires mutual understanding with a spirit of friendship and fair play. The purpose of the Olympic Games is to foster or to develop the ideal of sound mind in a sound body, means the mind and body should be both healthy and sound. If the body does not work properly, so does the mind. Another purpose of Olympics is to promote friendship among nations. Every nation sends teams of selected athletes to take part in these games. By reading the point, the national flag, we come to know about the Olympic symbol, better known as the Olympic rings, consists of 5 international rings which represents the unity of the 5 inhabited continents, namely Africa, America, Asia, Australia and Europe. The colored version, that is blue, yellow, black, green and red over a white field, form the Olympic flag. These colors were chosen because every nation had at least one of them on its national flag. Next point, the Olympic flame reflects the ancient Greek rituals. The Olympic mascot is an animal or human figure which represents the cultural heritage of the host country. Thank you.